कृष्ण पुनर्योगं च शंससि यच्छ्रेय एतयोरेकम् तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितम्.
Arjuna said, O Krishna, sometimes you talk of renunciation of actions, and then you also praise the practice of karma yoga. Please tell me that definite superior out of these two that will lead to the highest welfare.
Samnyasah karma yogascha nishreyasakaravubho tayostu karma sanyasat karma yogo Vishishtadvaita.
Lord Krishna said, Sannyasa and Karma Yoga both lead to the highest welfare and liberation. But of these two, Karma Yoga is superior to Sannyasa. Sannyasa, renunciation of actions.
Jñāna sanitya samnyasi yona dveshtina kankshati nirdvidvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate.
O Mahabaho, the one who neither hates nor desires is considered as an ever-renouncer, for he who is free from dualities is easily released from the bondage of actions.
Samkhya-Yoga prithak-balah pravadanti na panditaha ekamapyasthitah samyak ubhayor vindate phalam.
The ignorant and not the wise speak of Samkhya-Yoga and Karma Yoga as different. Any person who is firmly established in even one of them attains the same result.
Yat Samkhya prapyate sthanam tadyogairapi gamyate ekam samkhyam cha yogam cha yah pashyati sapashyati.
The state which is attained by Sankhyas can also be attained by karma yogis. Therefore, the one who seeks Samkhya-Yoga and Karma Yoga to be the same sees correctly. Sankhyas, the ones who practice Samkhya-Yoga. Karma Yogis, the ones who practice Karma Yoga.
Samnyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptu mayogataha yoga-yukto munir-brahma na chirena dhigacchati.
O Mahabaho, renunciation is difficult to attain without practicing Karma Yoga. But the yogi who practices contemplation attains the Brahma soon.
Yoga-yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriyaha sarvabhutatma bhutatma kurvannapi na lepyate.
The Karma Yogi, whose mind is pure, who has conquered the senses, and who realizes his self as the self in all beings, he is unaffected even while performing actions.
Neva kim chitkaromiti yukto manyete tattvavid pashyan shranvan sprashan jigran asnan gachan swapan shvasan. Pralapan vrisijang grahanan umishanni mishannapi indrayan indriyartheshu varatanta iti dharayan.
Absorbed in the self, the knower of truth thinks that I certainly do not do anything, even while seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, walking, sleeping, breathing, talking, letting go, receiving, opening and closing the eyes. He knows that the senses operate according to their sense objects.
Brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyate na sapapena padmapatramivām bhasa.
One who acts by offering and dedicating his actions to the Brahma without getting attached to them, he is not stained by any sin, just as the lotus leaf is not stained by water.
Kayena mansa कर्म कुर्वन्ति सङ्गं त्यक्त्वात्मशुद्धये.
Having abandoned attachments, the karma yogis perform actions with their body, mind, intellect, and the senses for the purification of the self.
युक्तः कर्मफलं त्यक्त्वा शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्ठिकीम्. अयुक्तः कामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते.
A yogi attains the eternal peace by renouncing the fruits of his actions, whereas a person attached to the fruits of his actions, led by his desires, gets bound.
सर्वकर्माणि मनसा संन्यस्यास्ते सुखं वशी. नवद्वारे पुरे देहि नैव कुर्वन्न कारयन्.
A person mentally renounced in all the actions, even while being self-controlled and settled happily in the city of 9 gates, that is, the body, neither acts himself nor causes the body and senses to act.
न कर्तव्यं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः. न कर्मफलं संयोगं स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते.
The Lord neither determines the doership of men, nor their actions, and not even their association with the results of actions, but it is the nature that acts.
नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभुः. अज्ञानेनावृतं ज्ञानं तेन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः.
The omnipresent Lord does not take demerit of sinful deeds or the merits of saintly deeds of anyone. Men are deluded because their wisdom is enveloped by ignorance.
ज्ञानेन तु तज्ज्ञानं येषां नाशीत्मात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्.
But for those who have destroyed this ignorance by the knowledge of the self, that knowledge, shining like the sun, reveals the Supreme Self.
तद्बुद्धि तन्निष्ठास्तत्परायणः गच्छन्त्य पुनरावृत्तिं ज्ञाननिर्धूतकल्मषाः.
The one whose intellect is completely absorbed in the divine, whose mind is one with him and is established in him. Such a yogi, with his sins wiped out by wisdom, attains a state from where there is no return and becomes free from the cycle of rebirth.
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastani Shuni Chaiv Shvapake Cha Panditaha Samadarshinaha.
The wise look upon a Brahmana enriched with knowledge and humility, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and the crooked with equanimity.
Ihaiv terjitah sargo yesham samye sthitam manaha nirdosham himsam brahma tasmamad brahmani te sthitaha.
Those whose mind is established in equanimity have conquered this mortal world too. For the Brahma is innocent and is equanimous to all. Therefore, they are established in Brahma.
Na prahishyet priyam prapya no dvijet prapya cha priyam sthir buddhi sammudho brahmavid brahmani sthitaha.
The person with a firm intellect and a doubt-free mind, who neither rejoices at gaining what is pleasant, nor feels upset on obtaining the unpleasant, consider that knower of the Brahma to be eternally established in the Brahma.
Bahyasparsheshvasaktatma vindatyatmani yat sukham sa brahma yoga yuktatma sukham kshayam shnute.
The one whose mind is unattached to the external sense objects, he experiences the joy that resides in the self. By engaging himself in the meditation of the Brahma, he enjoys the eternal bliss.
Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkhayonaya evate adyantavant तेषु रमते बुधः.
O Kaunteya, the pleasures that are born out of contact with the sense objects are certainly the source of suffering and have a beginning and an end. Therefore, the wise do not indulge in them.
शक्नोति हैव यः सोढुम् प्राक्शरीरविमोक्षणात् कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगम् स युक्तः स सुखी नरः.
The person who is able to withstand the urges of desires and anger before leaving his body, he is a yogi and the happy one.
योऽन्तः सुखोऽन्तरारामस्तथान्तर्ज्योतिरेव यः स योगी ब्रह्मनिर्वाणम् ब्रह्मभूतोऽधिगच्छति.
The one who rejoices within himself and who is illuminated within by the light of knowledge, that yogi himself becomes the Brahma and attains the absolute peace.
लभन्ते ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं ऋषयः क्षीणकल्मषाः छिन्नद्वैधायतात्मानः सर्वभूतहिते रतः.
The sages whose sins have been destroyed, who are free from doubts, who are devoted to the welfare of all beings, and whose mind is established in God, such sages attain the absolute peace.
कामक्रोधवियुक्तानां यतीनां यतचेतसाम् अभीतो ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं वर्तते विदितात्मनाम्.
Those wise men who are free from desires and anger, who have conquered their mind and who have realized their true self, they attain the absolute peace while being alive and also after death.
स्पर्शां कृत्वा बहिर्बाह्यां चक्षुश्चैवान्तरे भ्रुवोः प्राणापानो समो कृत्वा नासाभ्यन्तरचारिणौ यतेन्द्रियमनो बुद्धिर्मुनिर्मोक्षपरायणः विगतेच्छा भयक्रोधो यः सदा मुक्त एव सः.
Avoiding all worldly pleasures, fixing the gaze between the eyebrows, regulating and equalizing the incoming and outgoing breaths within the nostrils. He who has the senses, the mind and the intellect under control, that sage, having liberation as his supreme goal and being free from desire, fear and anger, is certainly liberated forever.
Bhoktaram yajnatpasam sarvalok maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam jnatva mam shantim racchati.
The devotee who recognizes me as the enjoyer of all sacrifices and penance, as the supreme Lord of all the worlds, and as a true friend of all beings, he attains peace.